Welcome, Scorpio. This is your weekly Teroscope reading for June the 27th through to July the 3rd, 2016. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And before we begin, thank you. Thank you so much for the positive, loving, supportive energy that you send my way each and every day. Truly. Thank you so much. Now, let's get to you. Let's get to the cards. We start with the Ace of Swords, so you should feel like you can go forward this week. Okay, you get the aha moments, you get the epiphanies of what you need to do, where you need to be, what situations you need to put yourself into, what conversations you need to have to really get a spark going in your path forward. We have the Ten of Swords crossed over by the Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands is balance and the need for balance in our thoughts. And it could have a lot to do with what you have gone through in order to get to this point in time. The chaos, the stress, the tears, the sorrows, the disappointments, and really getting it into a new perspective of how you can go forward based on the wisdom that you've gained in the past. We have the Page of Cups, so this could be a mentor coming in. This is definitely embracing new beginnings. This is being highly intuitive, so definitely prayer, meditation, being alone with your thoughts, tapping into your thoughts, tapping into somebody else's wisdom in order to help you go forward in your path. Now we have for our underlying energy the Queen of Pentacles, so there is a self-confidence that raises up here. Also, your thoughts are magical. So where I was saying that you were going to get epiphanies, that you were going to get these sparks, pay attention to your thoughts. This would almost be a week to journal. But I think you're going to just, your thoughts are going to make sense to you, if that makes sense. Your thoughts are going to make sense to you. You're going to, maybe it's the same thought coming back into play, but before it didn't make sense, and now you understand how that thought can become a reality. There's a self-confidence here. There's a knowing that you deserve. A knowing that you are special, a knowing that you are worthy of a beautiful path forward. And then we have the Page of Swords here. So be careful. Be careful when she shows up, because this is the knee-jerk energy. This is doing something for the sake of getting the energy to move forward. We want to tap into our wisdom. We want to tap into other people's wisdom. We want to tap into our thoughts, but we also want to think things through before we actually do or say, in order for it to manifest in the way that we want it to manifest, okay? Very much with the Page of Swords, she's a very young energy, and she wants to get the ball rolling. She wants to get things moving forward, and sometimes she can do something a little too radical and come to regret that movement forward, or that conversation where the words just blurted out, or the action just happened and we can't pull back. So think it through. This is a beautiful energy because it gives us that spontaneous vibe to go forward, but on the other hand, if we don't think it through properly, we could end up in hot water. So be careful of this energy. It is your overriding energy, so it could appear at any point in time where you say something or you do something just to get a reaction or just to get the movement forward happening. Timing is everything. Timing is everything. So just watch this energy carefully. Now we have the Tower card. So this is where we really break free of things that have been holding us back. It could be, I'm thinking thoughts. I'm thinking it could be thoughts that have been impeding us on moving forward, and it's dissipating those bad thoughts, the negative thoughts, the thoughts that we weren't in control, or the thoughts that we weren't worthy or deserving. Our self-confidence is raised here. We feel this energy around us. We feel like we can go forward. We have that bounce in our step. We have that self-confidence coming into being here. We emerge as strong, independent, knowing what we need to do, knowing where we need to put our actions, where we need to put our words in order to get what we want out of life, in order to capture Yeah, capture our passions, our desires, the things we want most in our life. As we go towards the weekend and into next week, we're really going to be looking at our security and how we really bring that security into being. Something could happen to really cement that security where we didn't think that there was hope, or we didn't think that there was any security to be had in a certain area of our life, where the security comes into being almost magically. Okay, but we are really looking at how we bring security into our lives, how we are building the foundations for our success going forward. And it's with the King of Pentacles and the Three of Wands, so our new paths forward and our thoughts. Our crown is a living vine, a living plant. So it is the growth of new ideas, new growth potential in our ideas that's going to bring in security, well-being, abundance in our life. That new path forward that we are stepping into, it's an abundant path. It takes up pretty well the whole card. And we stand on the shoreline thinking about how we are going to go forward with the strength, with the determination. It's our thoughts that give us the clues that we need in how to go forward, in what the next action should be, and how we need to play things out. Maybe the next conversation that we need to have with somebody, or who we need to talk to in order to get this dream going forward in the direction we want it to. For love relationships, we have the Wheel of Fortune. And this is doors closing so new doors can open. So that doesn't mean that everybody's going to end a relationship so that we can walk into a new relationship. But what it does mean is we change the story this week. We want to feel the passion. We want to feel the sensuality. And we're demanding it. And so there might be parts of a relationship that we no longer will allow in our life. Maybe it was the actions of the other person, maybe it's what they were doing, that we no longer will allow it in our lives in order to go forward. We want new directions when it comes to love, when it comes to the security coming in, when it comes to passion, when it comes to desire, when it comes to our sensuality. Could there be new love? Well, we started with an ace, so absolutely there could be new love on the horizon for us. And for work, career, finances, we have the Hermit. So this is where we really need to go inside. We really need to understand the plan before we actually go forward. So remember the Page of Swords energy there, how we want to just react. The Hermit is telling us that we need to take our time. We need to process all the information so that we make the plan that's going to lead us to success, that's going to lead us in the right direction, that's going to give us the right action plan going forward. It could be with finances, where we are re-looking at the way we spend our money. Does it bring value in? New ways of procuring new money in our life, creating new money. Maybe it's a new business idea. So this is really about, we want to think things through. We want meditation, we want prayer, we want to be alone with our thoughts. We want to devise the plan before we actually act on it, so that we make the steps concrete, we make them strong going forward. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.